Hey, it's Gina, and I just want to tell you how excited I am getting about Journaling Lab, which is coming next week on Tuesday from 5 to 7. So, in preparation for Journaling Lab, I am preparing my Journaling Lab notebook or lab notebook, which is simply a composition notebook that I got from the dollar store. Well, I guess it's like the $1.25 store now, and it's a Jot notebook. So these are pretty good. The pages are a little bit thin. So when we're doing stuff in the journaling lab, that's going to require some additional page strength. We'll just glue the pages together and double them up. So this is how I have decorated my lab notebook. I have this cool shiny string that I got for another project, and for a little while I was totally obsessed with it. So I wanted to put it on my notebook um as my page keeper, and I also put it on the end of a page to just mark off the page. And then I printed some stickers for Journaling Lab because I want to put it on the front of my lab notebook. This is some material that I had. It's just like odds and ends of materials. Actually, I think Nikki gave it to me. And so as you can see, I've just glued everything, and the material on the front of the notebook is actually decoupaged on, if you're familiar with decoupage, which is just kind of like watered down glue. So I printed it on sticker paper and I just set it here right in the center at the top so that I know that this is my journaling lab notebook, but I don't think that I will be confused about what notebook is for journaling lab. This is the special stamp that I had made for the journaling lab. I get these printed on Vistaprint, and I like to make them for all of these special events that we do. So it's like a little extra memory, and you can stamp your notebook, and I'll stamp my notebook 600 times. On the front cover of the lab notebook, I just used a paper bag as a pocket to put some extra stuff in. And then I'm stamping on the front these two front pages. And later on, I use the stamp to make a sticker, which I'll show you. And we can do that at Journaling Lab. Journaling Lab, we can do any little thing that our heart desires with our journals and have as much fun journaling as we possibly can. This is a smaller sticker that I printed. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I ended up cutting it out. And finally, I give you a better angle for the journal, but as you can see, it's sort of blocked off on the side there, and my um, wristlet for my phone is hanging in the area. So I don't know. I'm still figuring out this video thing. So I hope you could bear with me. I cut up this sticker, not perfectly, just a little bit closer to the lettering. And then I put it right on the pocket, I think, if I recall correctly. So I can put all of my extra lab odds and ends. And I ordered the sticker paper from Amazon, which I could link if you like. And I really like it because it's like a little bit glossy, almost like the kind that you would put on the outside of like a water bottle or something. These are all of the different flyers that I made for Journaling Lab, and I wanted to print them out and put them in my lab notebook as a memory for myself. So I also printed these on sticker paper, and as you can see, there is some waste of the sticker paper, but don't worry, I do not let it go to waste. I will keep it and put it in the pocket of the Journaling Lab notebook so that I can use it for other things. And I want to mention what I like about this paper is it has a little lip to help you peel it off, because I know some sticker paper is difficult. The extra pieces I just kind of cut up so that they'll fit in the pocket in the front. And I keep this piece out because I'm going to use the special stamper to make a sticker, which I will stick on the front of the Journaling Lab notebook. And I use some, I guess these are highlighters, but they're like more subdued tones. They're not like bright highlighters. And I don't highlight the word perfectly. I just want it to look kind of messy. I don't want to have to worry about perfection in the lab notebook. I want to have fun and experiment with different types of art and journaling. I also use some washi tape. We have tons of washi tape that we're going to bring. And when we have Journaling Lab, the last half hour, we'll just get let you have free range to use all of our stuff to decorate your notebooks and journal. So for the first April 14th, the first session of Journaling Lab, we're doing an introduction to journaling and mindfulness. And at that lab, you'll receive your initial bag of stuff, which will include a tote bag and pen, glue, stickers, everything basically you need to get started. And also, we will be including a composition notebook for you to decorate and make your own. I like to put tabs on the sides of my journals so that I can find what I need. And this particular tab or tab punch makes like the perfect size tab for journaling. And I just used some stamps that I had that clicked together to spell out the word SKED for short for schedule, so that I can find the Journaling Lab schedule and refer to it easily just by picking the tab and opening to all of the different sessions, which mostly are April and May, and then the last one will be in June. And I'm excited for the first one because I think a lot of people are confused about what journaling is and what it is not. And I just want to make sure that people understand that it doesn't have to be super serious, but it also could be super serious. The tab, I also use those muted highlighters to write or color it, I guess, which I think is okay. Green and yellow was maybe not a great choice because it sort of reminds me of like gross bodily fluids. But anyway, I go on to use this ink pen that is a gel pen that has like sparkle in it to write out my lab number 1, April 14, 2026, and what my goals for that lab are, which, like I mentioned before, are introduction and mindfulness. And we'll do 2 different lab exercises at each journaling lab. The first lab exercise that we're going to do on April 14th is to discuss and practice what is journaling, why are we journaling, and how to explore journaling as it applies to you. And then the second lab experiment, I guess, that we'll be doing is mindfulness, and what exactly is mindfulness, and how now it's more important than ever to be mindful in order to keep our nervous systems calm when all of this chaos is constantly happening around us. And mindfulness has kind of gotten like that buzzword, um, reputation to it, but we are really going to use it so that we can help keep ourselves calm and together during these crazy times. As I referred to earlier, I used that extra piece of sticker paper to make a sticker for the front of the lab notebook. And I colored this in again with green and yellow, which I guess I was in a green and yellow mood. And I just put in the magnifying glass a heart because I want to get to the heart of journaling at Journaling Lab with you. And I cut it out so that it's like pretty closely cut. Like I think they refer to that as fussy cutting or something. And I stick it to the front of my notebook. And then I'll probably decoupage these later just to make sure that they stick down and stay. I know that sometimes paper stickers on the front of journals don't stay, which is totally fine. You can decoupage them to keep them, or you can rip them off and put different stickers on. There really are no rules, and it's kind of important not to put such a high value on your journal that you get stressed out if it doesn't look exactly the way that you want it to, which is another really great point about Journaling Lab because it allows you to just sort of have fun and get crazy. So this will be my notebook for Journaling Lab, and I am hoping that by the end of the lab, it will be very full and very messy. So hopefully you'll be there to help me get it full and messy. Again, it's Gina from the Someday Society. Please like and subscribe our videos. See you at the lab.